Hi, in this session we will be understanding about the function implementations in Python where we can define our own functions and implement it. Main objective of the day what we are going to understand from the function. So how do we define the function in Python? Function with argument, how do we call the function and type of functions and lambda usage of the functions we'll understand in the programming. So how do we define a function in Python? Functions in the Python is defined with the keyword def followed by the function name with parenthesis and with or without the declaration of the arguments with it. Then we will implement the body of the function, and if needed we will return the value of the function. Here about a function where we can define to understand how do I display the value in the function. Let us first, here is my application where I define function. Show message is my function name having no argument. I will print the body of the function. Welcome to all. Call of function can be defined with the indent of its call. So we'll say show message function that is called over here. Then let us see the output. Now here I will run the program. Welcome to all is the message where we are getting from the function. Now how do we pass argument to the function? Let us find with one more example. Add numbers where I will take the argument a comma b. Calculate the sum of the values. C is equal to a plus b. Then return the value. Return C. Then define the function output. I'll take print sum of 4 comma 5 equal to, where we'll call the function add numbers 4 comma 5. So here where we will find the output accordingly. Sum of 4 comma 5 is 9, and previous function show message is displaying the values from the given. Now here where we can find the behavior of the function call, where we can set the value, and how do we pass argument to the function. What we saw, we'll see even the type of arguments where we can take it. A function can be called in Python by the name what we have defined, and an user defined function can call another function also, which can be a nested behavior. Categories of the function implementation in Python. Required argument function. Now the current program whatever we have designed is required argument. The current program whatever we have defined is the required argument function. Here 4 and 5 are required arguments, and here I cannot skip any variable during the runtime. If I miss any variable, this goes to the error during the execution time. So where it is saying that missing one required positional argument as in B value is missing over there. So I can pass, and which is becoming mandatory over this. Second one, keyword argument functions. Now let us say I will be defining one more the function over here for keyword argument. So let us call define person information. Okay, person information is my function. I would like to say name of the person and age of the first person are the arguments. So print name equal to the name what you are going to display and the age equal to. The age what you are going to call. This is generalized output. Now here, how do we take the advantage of keyword value argument functions? Now I want to say person information is my function to be called, where I will put the position of the argument age equal to 23 and name equal to Sanjay. Now let us find the output accordingly. So here we'll correct. So name equal to Sanjay, age equal to 23. Though the argument position is interchanged, it will take the value with corresponding label what we are using there. Here, age and name are becoming the keyword variables of the functions. Name, age are keyword variables of the function. Now let us find one more, the behavior default value argument function. I'll take calculate simple interest. So here where I will pass the parameters principal amount, number of terms and rate of interest. Here I'll take rate of interest as 2.5%. Then we will write the calculation part on the function. So interest INTR equal to P into N into R by 100. And then return INTR. Now here the usage of default value argument function will call over here. I'll take calculate simple interest, where I will pass the first argument principal amount, let us say 5,000. Number of terms, interest amount, where I am going to find out from this, from the given inputs. Here I have not passed any argument value for the rate of interest. Let us see, will it accept the default value? So interest amount is calculated according to the default value what we have mentioned over there. Let us pass the interest amount as per our requirement. 3.25 will become the interest rate. Now again, let us see the outcome of it. You can notice the amount got changed. Earlier it was 1500. Now it is showing the interest amount as 1950. These are where we can call default value. So value R 2.5 was initialized by default, has changed according to our input. If I don't pass any argument value, that will calculate the values in 2.5 as an interest rate. Otherwise we can pass the interest rate physically as per our convention. So in this, where we discussed about the required argument, key value argument and default argument. Now we will find variable length argument in the function side. How do I make the variable argument in the function side? Let us say here sum of numbers. To make the variable argument or varying argument, I will use star followed by the variable name. So I will name it as an element. Now we'll do calculation. For I in element, it has to do the calculation with one with the other of some of the numbers. sum equal to or s equal to 0, then do the calculation accordingly. S equal to s plus I. Element will be added one by one till the last element is exhausted. Right? Then we'll find a print sum equal to the variable of sum what we have called. Let us check the output of it. I'll pass the sum of the value for the elements, say 10, 20. We will check the output of it. Sum is 30. I'll add one more the element 30, 40, 50. I have given 5 arguments now. Then again we'll find the execution. Sum is 150. 10 plus 20 plus 30 plus 40 plus 50. So as many the number of arguments we change will be the varying process it will be followed over here. This is how where we can define functions in Python. Hope this is clear.